Hello everyone, it's Wayne Rosnack, and I'm going to basically be teaching how to use MidJourney, and with my journey through MidJourney. You're looking at a picture here that I created with MidJourney with my likeness. You can see the picture here, and you can see the reference picture I used here, so it's a pretty close likeness. Okay. Now, how did I get here? Is the I guess the $1,000,000 question. And what we'll do is we'll step through it. So we need a reference photo. So we need to know how to upload a reference photo. So you see this little plus symbol down here in the message prompt. So we're going to double click on that, and it's going to open up a window. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to pictures. Whoops, we're going to go to camera. I'm gonna where you have your pictures. In my case, I got it in camera roll. So now I'm going to basically go. Let's see here. What am I going to use? I'm going to use this image as a reference point. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and enter. So now it's loaded. It's loaded that image. All right. So now what do? I need to get the image link of where this image is at. So I'm going to basically go double click on this. I can open it in a browser. I could leave it here. So I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to go copy image address, and in some browsers it may be copy link. So I'm going to now copy image address. I'm going to click on the outside of the picture. That brings me back to the background of MidJourney. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my imagine prompt in MidJourney. Add in space. Pop that in there. Now you notice these long integer numbers. These can cause, I've seen problems with this happen every once in a blue moon, but you don't want to just sit there and leave that. So you want to go space, and you basically just want to create a real quick image. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go direct here. I'm going to say that this image in the cockpit, oops, of an F-16. Okay. So basically it's going to say I want this image to influence what is in the cockpit of an F-16. Alright, so I'm going to hit enter. Now if you notice, it took that other prompt with the long numbers and shortened it. You want to basically right click on that, copy that link address, and kind of stash that away, because you can use that for future use. So I'm going to basically go here, put it in Notepad. This is the image I am using for F-16 cockpit. And if you're doing work for a client or a friend, then you'll want to basically use that as well or whatever. It's I think the shorter prompt, because I've seen the long prompt give you back numbers as an error. So not always, but on occasions. So let's see here. We've got different gear here. Well, actually, this is better than when I ran it earlier. So we've got a. Still, that does not look much like me, but it does have the oxygen mask off. Whatever. I'm not wearing a helmet. But yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and expand on U1. See what that one looks like up close and personal. And I did run an earlier one, and of course I didn't have record on. Duh. Take a look at this picture. What's wrong with this picture here? The prompt was I used the image in a cockpit of F-16. The controls and the gauges and everything else are behind my seat. Kind of not right. All that stuff's supposed to be in front of you. Your seat really should look like these seats here. And that seat may be kind of backwards too. Let's see here. Let's look at that. I'm just curious. Let's expand that out. Yeah, that looks like it's got the lower left one looks like it's got the instrument panel behind it. Well, it looks like it's a part of a seat there too. But Yeah. So we're going to go back here, click on the background, and see if it's rendered. Nope, it still hasn't rendered. But yeah, so you basically want to use that. There we go. That's not too bad. So I've got some instrumentation stuff in front of my face there. So there we go. Well, this is a weird F-16, and sometimes you can't see it in the detail. It's like, look in here. It's like, what in the world is on the right-hand side? So it's like, no, I don't want to use that one. So sometimes when you upscale, and I'm not wearing my glasses, obviously, otherwise I may have caught that earlier. So that's like, no, I really don't want to use that. So which one looks the most like I should be using? Let's go upscale 4. Sometimes you've got to take your choice. And my God, look how long my hair is. Hello, Albert Einstein. And of course, that was when I had my beard and mustache. I've actually shaved that off a couple of days ago. I do that every once in a while. I molt like a bird. So, all right. So once this renders, anyway, so let's take a look. Like us again, for review, basically while we're waiting, the plus symbol twice, you get a window to load something in. You load it, and you get the prompt. You use the prompt, and you say in or as. So, for example, I could basically go. Whoops, my imagine prompt. Control B. As John Wick. Say what? Yeah. So that's me in the cockpit of an F-16. That looks a lot better. And like I said, you may need to take the image and maybe clean it up in Photoshop or one of those other ones, or you just re-render it until you get the perfect image. There's nothing that says you can't re-render it, and sometimes you need to re-render it over and over and over again to get exactly what you're looking for. So, oh, here we go. And that is me as John Wick. Not too bad. Some of these pictures are pretty bad, but there's a couple of them that look pretty close. So, and then again, I can always go into another piece of software and refine this even further. So, there you have it. Using a reference picture of your own design. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and until the next one, have a good day.